Hi, Gemini. Welcome back to Leigh's Intuitive Tarot. My name is Leigh, and today we're going to take a look at how your person truly feels about you. Okay? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading, there is a link in the description box below. An email address in the description box below. Let's go ahead and get started. So I went ahead and pulled the cards off camera so that we could just dive into the reading. Okay? All right. So the overall energy for this week's reading is the Two of Pentacles. This is talking about juggling. So you may be going back and forth in this connection. Your person may be going back and forth as well. With the Knight of Cups, water sign or someone with a lot of water in their chart, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, there is a love offer. Either this is you wanting to come towards your person or your person wanting to come towards you. Underneath this, we have the High Priestess. So this is about you listening to your intuition. I feel like you're getting downloads from spirit, okay? When it comes to this connection, that's Pisces energy. And then we've got the Devil, Capricorn energy. This is a very passionate connection. The two of you may be obsessed. You may be, you may be feeling trapped with this love that you feel for each other and trying to figure out how to navigate this very touchy landscape, okay? And then we've got the Eight of Pentacles. So this is talking about doing work. You may be working on yourself. Your person may be working on healing themselves, okay? All right. There's a lot of anxiety and stress about this connection, okay? And somebody may have been playing mind games because I see the Five of Swords there. So let's start off by clarifying this Two of Pentacles, okay? All right, here we go. This is for Two of Pentacles spirit. Two of Pentacles. Okay, so for you, Gemini, I got heartbreak. So you're heartbroken over this situation. I feel like you had a lot of faith, a lot of trust, a lot of hope of this connection working out, but it ended up in a way that you weren't wanting it to end up. Okay, let me clarify your person. Get a card for your person. Your person, I see the Coward card. They're afraid to come forward and tell you how they feel. Okay, so this person has issues with self-worth, okay? They're working on how to step into the energy of feeling worthy so that they can come forward and approach you, okay? But I feel like they've been acting an ass. I really feel like they've been showing their ass to you in this situation, okay? All right, so when it comes to you now, we've got Scorpio energy with the Death card here. So you're going through a death and a rebirth. This death and rebirth could talk about what is happening in this connection, that you may have had to close the door in order to reopen one with this person. But I feel like you're trying to work on transforming yourself so that you don't have to go back through this type of thing over and over again. Okay, let's clarify. Death card. Ooh, oh my gosh. Okay, the cards are just falling out. So we've got recognition. This is talking about you being proud of yourself for the work that you've done, the healing you've done to help yourself, get through this situation. Then we've got karmic family. This talks about a relationship with someone in the immediate family who's been brought back in order for you to work it out in this lifetime. So you may have some issues like with your mom, with your dad. It could be just a particular family member that just like grates on your damn nerves, and you're trying to work through that, and because there's some type of a karma between the two of you. Okay, then we've got abundance. So you're stepping into a new chapter where you're going to be very abundant. All right, okay, that's what's going to come of you going through this transformation. That's what Spirit is saying is going to happen. Okay, I feel like you're going to at some point step out of this heartbreak energy. Okay. All right. So when it comes to your person and how they feel about you, well, this is how they feel first. When it comes to how they feel, we've got the Justice card and the Knight of Pentacles. Okay. Earth sign or someone with a lot of earth in their chart, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Then we've got the Justice card. This is Libra energy. So I feel like your person is wanting to, to come towards you and let you know how they feel, but they're also about to go through some karmic justice of their own. So if this person mistreated you, and I feel like they did, and that is why the heartbreak card is coming up, because like I told you, I just feel like this person the energy I'm sitting in, I feel like they just been acting a damn fool. That's what I feel like. And so they're going to get theirs. That's why I tell y'all, don't worry about getting revenge on this person, because I'm telling you, when spirit puts the screws to this particular person, they're going to feel it. Okay. Their people, their ancestors are going to feel it. It's going to be that bad. Okay. Because this energy that they're in is the runner energy. It is just, it causes them to just do all kinds of stuff. And I know that they've hurt you badly, but please know that spirit is going to do, what needs to be done to take care of the situation, and you don't have to worry about it. Like I said, you'll probably be in a situation where they'll end up telling you some of the things that happened to them. Okay. Hang on. The person is trying to detach. Okay. Justice and the Knight of Pentacles. So this person's coming towards you. Okay. They're still slowly coming towards you, even though it looks like they're running. Okay. So they may be sending you messages. You may be hearing, music. You may be seeing them in dreams. They may be coming to you in different kinds of ways, trying to talk to you, especially if you've blocked them. Because I feel like for some of you, you may have blocked this person. Okay. Then we've got trapped. This person feels trapped in this connection because they're not accustomed to these types of feelings. I know you're not as well, but they are more of the logical person, the logical twin in this connection. And I feel like they don't know how to deal with what's happening. And so it's just causing them to spaz out and just do a lot of stupid shit. Okay. All right. When it comes to how they made you feel like an option, because we got the 7 of Cups here. Okay. They made you feel like an option, and like there were other people who, were better, or who had more of their attention, or so on and so forth. They just made you feel like one of many. And, I'm sure this had something to do with the heartbreak that you're feeling. Okay. Let's clarify. Yeah. See, your person's got some addictions. Okay. They could be drinking, they could be gambling, sex, alcohol. There's a lot of different things with this card. It could be food. It could be, they could have an addiction to work. Okay. Because I do feel like this person is doing things to numb themselves so that they don't come and tell you how they feel. Because remember, we've talked about this in the past, Gemini, about how when you feel these feelings, they're so strong, they're so intense that you just gotta tell the person how you feel. And I feel like when you did that, if you were the one that came towards them, it triggered them. And they want to tell you, but they're using whatever this addiction is to hold those feelings back, to suppress those feelings so that they don't come towards you and let you know how they feel. Okay. All right. So when it comes to how they see you, we have the 9 of Cups and we have the Emperor. So the Emperor is Aries energy. They know that you're their divine counterpart. Okay. You are their wish fulfillment with the 9 of Cups. And, they feel like they would have structure, discipline, all that type of stuff in their life. I feel like they understand that they have to step up in order to be in this relationship with you, in order to have this wish be fulfilled. They're going to have to step up and step into their divine counterpart energy. They can't come to you any kind of way. And I feel like that scares them. Okay. All right. Let's clarify. So we've got assertive. So this is about you learning how to stand up for yourself in a calm and positive way, without upsetting yourself and without upsetting others. This is about you finding your voice, Gemini, and realizing that, certain things are no longer going to fly. Okay. Being made to feel like an option, that's no longer gonna work for you. I feel like, you're like, if this person doesn't do what they need to do, I feel like, a lot of you have 1 foot out of the door, if you don't already have 2 feet out the door, and you're moving on to somebody else. Okay. All right. Let me get the person. So your person is building up their fortitude, trying to deal with it, because they're scared. Because I saw the coward card when I cracked the deck. They're afraid of coming to you and telling you how they feel. And so they're trying to build themselves up and make themselves more optimistic, sit in a more optimistic energy so that they can come forward and tell you. Okay. All right, so the last card represents their actions. We've got the Ace of Swords. This person's going to come tell you the truth. They're going to come tell you the truth. It's going to keep beating them and keep beating them, and Spirit is going to keep directing them in your direction until they come and tell you the truth with the Ace of Swords. Let's clarify. Yeah, see, hardship. This is probably going to be one of the hardest things they've ever done in their life, because like I told you, I feel like you in there, you living rent free, all in their head. I feel like that's what they do. They're spiraling, and they think about you all day long. That's what I feel like, and I feel like that's why they try to numb themselves, and they don't know how to deal with this situation, because like I said, they've never encountered a person that's made them feel the way that you make them feel. Okay. All right. Let's get some messages from your person. See what they want to tell you. Okay. We got a lot of things that fell. So it says, I cannot come to you the way that I am. Like I said, this person understands that the energy they're sitting in currently is unacceptable. They can't come the way that they, like the way that they are. And I feel like they hurt your feelings. They haven't apologized. They just been running and numbing themselves and, doping up and doing whatever they need to do. I'm not saying they're doing drugs, but well, alcohol is a drug. So, they're doing all this stuff to try to suppress how they really feel. And so the next card we have is, this will be an amazing story to tell. Okay. And I assume they're talking about, if the two of you come back together. So we've got, you are my home. Then we have, your messages mean more to me than you'll ever know. All right. And then, no one else could hold a candle to you. So this person realizes that, you're not one of many. You're the one. Okay. They realize that you are. Okay. Let's get one more message, and then we'll get a couple of cards from Spirit. Okay. Okay. See, they want to feel that way again. They know that nobody else can make them feel the way that, like I said, they may have tried to find other people to make them feel the way that you make them feel. And I feel like they weren't able to do it. Okay. All right. We're going to get a Soul's Journey card, a Soul's Journey Lessons card. That's it. But this person, they feel like they're beneath you. They feel like I feel like they put you on a pedestal, even though they're running from you and doing all these things. I really feel like they put you on a pedestal, and they really do want to be with you. So we've got freedom. I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. Okay. So you have to realize the happiness doesn't come from other people, Gemini. It comes from within yourself. And I know that sounds like a platitude, some stuff that everybody always says, but it's true. The more you pour into yourself and the more you love on yourself, the less you're going to put up with this type of crap, and the easier it will be for you to walk away from this, if that's what you choose to do. Okay. All right. Let's get one more message from Spirit. Then I'll let you go. Okay, so we've got deep thinking. It says, take time to reflect and consider all options and consequences. Okay, so I feel like that's what both of you are doing. You're like really thinking about this situation. But like I said, I feel like this person is kicking themselves. I feel like they really, really acted like an ass, and now they're trying to back it up. And they can't figure out what to do. They're afraid. They don't feel like they're worthy of being in a connection with you. And so they have to overcome that in order to be able to step to you and tell you the truth. Okay. I hope this helped, Gemini. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading, there's an email address in the description box below. Please have a good day and a good rest of your week, and I will talk to you soon. Bye, Gemini.